All right, so this is the testimony for the wilderness philosophy trip. So I think one would like to argue neither proposal, but for the sake of the assignment, I believe, as well as my group, decided that proposal B is the better usage plan for the Crosby Manitou State Park. Proposal B is the idea to construct a wind energy plant to obtain convection wind currents in the area. For the last 10 years, a study was conducted to determine if the area had sufficient winds, and yes, the area, about a mile and a half north of 9 Mile Creek, has prime wind currents. The energy harnessed from the windmills will provide enough to power the park for a future nature/visitor center, as well as four towns in the surrounding area: Finland, Elgin City, Little Marais, and Tofte. The energy plant would profit around $250,000 a year, which could then be put back into like park repairs or maintenance of campsites, like new fire pits or just like leveling of the campsites so they're not super wet all the time if it rains or something, or just the trails could be picked up, or um, steps and stuff. There was some loose steps around our campsite and stuff that just could just be just made a little bit nicer or safer. So, um, to build these wind energy plants, there's going to be one on each side of the creek, um, and about 1,000 square feet of bedrock needs to be excavated, which is 1,000 square feet sounds like a lot, but that's just, I mean, like a one level for your house is typically a little less than 1,000 square feet, but roughly the size of like your house needs to be excavated. I mean, which isn't that much in reality to Proposal A, which has campsites 1 through 7 being made handicap accessible. So that is a lot more, obviously, being leveled and smoothened out, and so I mean they're obviously wheelchair accessible. So I mean it's not going to be as natural as it would be if there obviously wasn't a wind power plant there, but um, I think that with the money that can be made every year, that like other parks would benefit, not just the George, um, not just the Crosby Manitou State Park, but other parks in the area could I'm sure could use some fixing up, or if a nature center is in the looks for the future, or maybe it's not, but that money could be used to build that as well. Also, the um, work being done will not harm the environment for Proposal B at all. It is proven that the blasting of the bedrock will not harm the watershed in the river. Um, and once the power plant's built, then it's just going to become sustainable energy for as long as there's wind, which is forever. So um, it's not like Proposal A where they're going to be destroying natural places more extremely. They're going to, if they were to build the handicap um, accessibility to campsites 1 through 7, they would be trudging through wastelands, and it would require a lot more removal, and possibly 10 old growth white pines would have to be cut down. Um, so I mean, you give and take a little bit. Obviously, I think Proposal B is the stronger, more um, beneficial plan. So, however, um, the windmills are going to be tall. They obviously need to be tall. So there is going to be lights when it's dark out. They're going to be visible probably throughout the park. Um, the the woods, it is a dense forest around. So I mean, you're not just going to be like looking straight forward and seeing the lights. You got to be looking up and through the cut of the trees and stuff. So um, yeah, there is going to be the blinking red lights for airplanes and things, but um, I think the positive outweighs the negative in that the money will um, better the park and parks in the surrounding area as well. So I think proposal B is the better proposal. So that, that's it.